Hey, how the fuck are you? I'd probably care you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 105 of the kPodcast. And we got a motherfucking local legend in the building tonight, man.
Wow, thanks for that.
We got Thayne. So, first off, is it officially my name or my friend Thayne now?
Officially, yeah.
Okay.
Officially my friend Thayne now.
Okay.
Yep.
So, what sparked that change, first off?
I don't know, like, coming
You
off.
are a friendly guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Well, so what's funny about that is I actually won friendliest in high school on my on
the
like
superlatives
the
thing
or whatever. So like I won that one, and I won most likely to succeed, which is the name of the first EP.
Okay, very nice.
the first one, which we'll probably, I don't know if we'll talk about that later, but whatever.
Yeah,
but
we may cross that bridge.
You know, like, just wanted a new name to like mark like a new project. So my friend Thayne, it just kind of fit when I thought about it.
Okay, so this new project that we are going to get into is the first time you used that artist name?
On a project, yeah. Like, I've dropped some singles here and there,
right,
you know, but like as far as what is the like my first official like thing, yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
Very nice.
Yeah, man.
And we'll get into the project in a second. The first thing, I like to, break the ice a little bit here at the kPodcast. We got the ones and twos, man.
Ones and twos.
I'm going to throw two things at you. You just decide, or you don't even have to decide. If you lean them one way or the other, you let me know. If you know what I mean? You like both, that's cool too.
Cool.
We all friendly around here. Well, first off, we're sipping a little tea. So tea or coffee?
Oh, yeah, totally tea. I actually don't drink coffee at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I almost like never have. Yeah, I don't know. Just didn't never hit me.
Fair enough.
So totally tea all the way.
Yeah, I'm a big tea guy. I do like coffee, but that shit stains the fuck out of your teeth if you drink it black. Just warning if you ever change your mind.
Probably not at this point.
All right. So we going tea.
Tea.
We going beach or mountains?
Ooh, that's actually a really, really tough one. I'm going mountains because, I don't know, I've recently decided winter's my favorite.
You're a mountain guy.
Yeah, winter's my favorite season. So I'm going snowing at the mountains. It's going to be great.
All right. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise, always.
Sunrise.
Yeah, that's a
east side,
thing.
you heard?
Yeah, sunrise, always.
Well, so you said winter's your favorite season, and on the album, you say you were born up north?
Yeah, I was born up north, but like I always say, I was born in New York. I was born in the Bronx, but they would never let me claim
BX,
it. And I love the Bronx, but the Bronx would never let me claim them. So I left.
You love
early.
the Bronx, but the Bronx maybe doesn't love you back.
Yeah, they would never love me back if I
man.
told them the whole story. So it's sunrise all day.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's all good. We going fruit or vegetables?
Vegetables for me.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
You might be the first person that said that, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, vegetables for me. Carrots, squash, green beans.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going vegetables.
Okay.
I have more vegetables that I like than fruits, I think.
I'm not mad at it. They're both great for you. I feel like most people say fruits just because they're like the sweeter of the two. You know what I mean? But that's dope. We got a veggie around here. You're not like a vegetarian, though, are you?
No.
So we going tacos or burgers?
Oh, shoot. So, you know what's funny? Like, before a couple years ago, you would have probably got burgers out of me. Definitely. Okay. But I actually found corn tortillas like 3 years ago in Arizona. Changed my life. Like, I was in Arizona in the desert. Like, we were riding ATVs and stuff. Nice. And this like couple, they were like making tacos out there.
Street side.
Yeah. And they had corn tortillas. And it was the first time I had them. Actually, that's all I buy now.
Change your life.
Change life changing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little maze. We going sailboat or speedboat?
Oh man, I don't really have a preference on that one, but probably sailboat.
As long as you're underwater, you cool.
Yeah, sailboat's probably cool. You see the sights a little bit
Right,
more.
yeah. Take the vibes in.
Yeah.
Reggae or dancehall music?
My dad's gonna be mad, but I'm going dancehall, I think. Yeah. Yeah. My dad's a big reggae guy.
Nice.
Jamaican.
Hell yeah.
What's up?
Death Row or Bad Boy?
Oh man, this is hard because of the Diddy thing, you know?
Ooh, I completely forgot about that.
This is really hard.
We can skip this one if you want.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, like Mace and Loon are fire. Like Mace and Loon are still good,
Craig
you know.
Mack.
Carl Thomas, Craig Mack, like those guys are still solid, you know. Sorry that they were in bad deal. The Locks,
Dude, yeah.
you know, so I, personally, you know, East Coast kid going with Bad Boy,
Right.
but
with the asterisk.
with an yeah, exactly.
No Diddy,
No Diddy.
as the kids say.
No Diddy.
I saw your shoes. Do you skate?
Used to a little bit more rollerblading. I really liked
Okay.
Brink as a kid, so I
Dude,
picked
I
up
fucked with Brink pretty heavy.
right. So I picked up rollerblading a lot. I skateboarded a little bit though. I was never a way better rollerblader than I am a skateboarder though.
Do goofy or regular?
Regular,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. That was the question. We can move on. Fly or teleport?
Ooh. I mean, of course, teleport, but like, just because I don't understand how it works yet, you
Right.
know, I don't really get how it works yet. So I'm gonna go with fly because it's safer.
Right.
But like when we figure it out, it's gonna be teleport all the way.
Yeah, like is my body just deatomizing or what's going on over
Dude,
here?
I saw something say like every time I was watching Breaking Bad and they were like talking about that. They were like every time you teleport, it's like a clone of you and it's not the real you
Word.
anymore. It was
I haven't
crazy.
seen Breaking Bad in a while, but I do love that
I just
show.
watched it for the first time.
For
So
the first time?
First time.
So
I
what'd
just
you
finished
think?
it like 2 weeks ago. I get why everybody likes it.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite of the
Okay.
crime drama thing because I love crime dramas.
Okay.
It's not my favorite of them, but I'm with it. It's up there, you know?
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah. Sons of Anarchy probably.
Ooh, I do love Sons.
Yeah.
Sons as well.
It's one I rewatch a lot. I recently watched Sopranos all the way through for the first time too. Listen, I totally get why it's the thing. Like it's great. It was great for like as a fan of the genre.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I'm big on mob flicks.
Yeah, same. I mean, Goodfellas is probably one of my favorite movies. So yeah.
But I would I mean most people that know me probably know this. Like I would argue Sopranos is the best show of all time.
Oh yeah? Of all time?
Personally, I'm biased, you know what I mean? But
I mean, right now I'll put it in top 3 of my favorite crime dramas. I'll definitely say Sons is probably one. Yeah, I mean, I got to think about the rest of the list, but
I do love Sons as well. I feel like I like Sopranos. I feel like the writing on the Sopranos is a little better.
yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
agree with
also
that.
HBO versus FX. No offense, like I would imagine HBO's bigger budgets and whatever the fuck.
Right.
But I just love how like it's such a violent, murder-ridden crime mafia drama, but like it's like a sitcom also, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you get to see the
It's like about a
family side,
family.
you know, all that shit. So it's such a perfect blend, you know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
Sons kind of lacks that sitcom-y. Not that it needs it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. You still see a lot of the family shit, and I do love Sons. I've seen
but
it
it's
probably
heavy
3 times.
It's like really,
it's way
it's
darker.
super heavy. You know,
It's
I don't
consistent darkness.
consistent dark, especially when you get to the end. And I don't want to give it away
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you should watch it.
Right.
But like,
no, it's a great show.
Yeah,
But
excellent
it's-
show.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. It's more consistently dark than Sopranos got the levity.
yeah, for sure, it's got like hills and valleys. Yeah,
Right,
definitely.
for sure. All right, so let's go with some. Well, going off what you said earlier, are we going the Locks or Dipset?
See, like my era was more Dipset.
Word.
You know, like that was, you know, that middle 2000, like that's more my era. I probably relate more to the Locks though, as far as like rapping and stuff, you know, and like what they rapped about and stuff like that. But man, Dipset had, I mean, just the oh boy, hey ma era. I'm gonna go. I can't pick on that one. I'm gonna have to just leave.
That's
that.
fair.
Yeah. Hellrell, J.R. Ryder. That was such a great time. Yeah. Freaky Zeke.
Exactly.
Everybody.
B.B. King or Ray Charles?
Ray Charles for me.
Okay.
Man, maybe when they make a BB King movie and I could really like understand the whole like lifespan, I'll change. But like, man, just understanding like Ray was doing heroin, like that's crazy. Like learning that was crazy for me.
This man was shooting H and then playing the piano like a madman.
And like,
I never saw the Ray movie actually.
what?
Yeah.
You didn't see the Ray movie?
I've started it and then for some reason I don't think I ever finished it.
Man, Jamie Foxx killed that role.
Yeah.
Like
I've seen the clips and shit, but
yeah, he like became him, and like just I don't know. It was a great movie to me. Yeah.
Word. So we going Ray. We got some throwbacks too. Let's do it. NFL Blitz or NBA Jam?
NBA Jam.
Okay. Boom. You see the jacket sign?
Yeah. NBA Jam. Shaq and Penny.
Barney or Big Bird?
Barney. I was in the Barney fan club as a kid.
Word?
Yeah. I got
I
a
didn't know that was
t-shirt
a
and
thing.
everything. Yeah, there's very few of us.
There's the thing at the end of the show where it's like, if you want merch, basically.
Yep, pretty much.
Shit.
And I love Barney so much. My mom signed me up. I'm
Nice.
a Barney fan club. So yeah, total
Easy.
90s kid to the death of me,
Right.
I think. So
That's funny. Ninja Turtles or Power Rangers?
it is. Oh, I can't decide.
You're about to go Ninja Turtles.
I was gonna easily go Ninja Turtles because it's funny because like my wife actually calls me a Ninja Turtle because I love pizza, and so she calls me a ninja. But like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers original set,
yeah, OG. That should be a given.
you know what I mean?
Someone brought up some of the other series later. Fuck all that.
I mean, the only other one I'll give it to is the Turbo movie. That's the only other one I'll give it to.
Is that the first movie?
That wasn't the Mighty Morphin movie. It was
Ivan Ooze.
man, that movie is.
I'm OG only. For the record.
Yeah, I mean, I love I like Power Rangers Turbo. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Ninja Turtles on that one just because 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, TMNT 1 and 2.
I think I'm definitely Ninja Turtles as well.
Gonna definitely go
Personally.
Ninja Turtles.
We got some randos on here too. Beyonce or Rihanna?
Beyonce.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Shoes or sandals?
Shoes.
Podcast or radio?
I'm gonna say podcast because the thing I like about radio is some of the talking part because it's all the same 15 songs.
Like talk radio? Like NPR?
No, like morning shows. I love morning shows. Like I was following the Breakfast Club super early.
Okay.
Yeah, like I love morning shows.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know
Just
why.
on a drive to work type
Exactly. Yeah, I love them.
shit. That's fair. We going guacamole or salsa?
Salsa. Yeah.
Hove or Nas?
Hove. Yeah. Sorry, Nas, but
Smoothie or milkshake?
milkshakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
all the way.
milkshake.
Big milkshake guy.
You like peanut butter?
No.
Okay, we'll skip that one.
Okay.
You like wings?
Yes.
We going flats or the drums?
Drums.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Drums all the way. Are you a flats guy?
I am a flats guy.
Wow. Really? I will pay the extra $1 for all drums sometimes.
Really?
Depending on how I'm feeling.
They charge for, I guess if you do ask for only anything, I'm sure
I'm sure
charge you.
they'll charge you. Yeah.
Because now, like, low key, for the record here, for all the fucking wing connoisseurs out here, I literally stopped ordering wings for a while because places were getting ridiculous. Extra like $3-4 just for the flats only or whatever.
Really?
Like, bro, you're charging me for another half plate of wings, basically.
Really? Yeah, honestly. Let me ask you a question.
When there's
though.
also someone who's getting all drums, I'm sure. So why don't we just part the seas here?
You know what I mean? Ying to my
What's your question?
So when you go wings, how do you like get them? Do you like
Like sauce and shit?
Not sauce, but like cooked. Like how do you like them cooked? Fried?
I mean, so what I've been doing lately, because of the debacle I just said, the fucking life-changing problem, is you get the Publix, the non-breaded.
Yeah.
They say it's hot and spicy. This shit is not spicy.
No, it's not.
got like the tiniest little.
It's just right.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not even just right. It's like a level below just right, honestly. It's a disrespect that they say it's hot and spicy. But anyway, I do love the wings. You get that. You get an air fryer. You fucking fry them up so then they're extra crispy on the outside and then the meat's still good,
Yeah.
obviously. But then you just toss it however the fuck you want.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got a
That's
whole
amazing.
fridge full of condiments.
You're right.
I'll be mixing up hot sauces and mustards and shit, fucking,
Dude.
you know,
I'm
a
a
little dry
Gators-
rub, Old Bay.
That's the Old
bro.
Bay. I don't know if they know about the Old Bay
yeah.
on the wings.
I'm a big
man.
Old Bay guy.
I'm a Gators Dockside grilled wings kind of guy. Like I love them grilled. Yeah, that's how I.
I mean, grilled wings are a sleeper, I feel like.
Yeah,
People,
I don't feel like a lot of people know about
right.
them. You know,
because they
I
only
love
do
them,
the
though.
fried. It's basically like breaded fried.
Yeah.
Or non-breaded fried.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah, but grilled
People forget the grilled.
is a unknown sleeper. Unknown
Right.
sleeper. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm big on. Maybe that should be a little sub question: grilled, fried, or
Or like
raw.
baked, you know, raw. That's funny.
I have a question that I've been ending with, but I've been keeping it off lately because it kind of kills the vibe. So I think I'm just gonna bypass that one.
What's the question? Now I gotta know.
All right. I always ask, knock on wood, don't want this to happen to you, me, anyone, either of us know. Mm-hmm. If you had to pick loss of sight or vision, which one would it be and why?
Loss of sight.
Wow. Loss of sight or sound?
Ooh, loss of sight or loss of sound. That's a tough one.
Yeah. And
Man,
why?
that's hard.
I feel like some people were getting a little bummed out by the things it was making them think about and the answer, so I kind of just stopped going with that.
I mean, since we're here to promote the record, I'm
Right.
gonna say it would suck if I lost I would rather lose my sight.
When that's, I think, given that a lot of artists and musicians come on here too, that's not why I ask, but like I kind of assume sound is very important to the
Yeah.
folks that I'm talking to because,
But like sight though. Like,
well,
oh,
so check
man.
this out. I'm actually glad that we're talking about it now.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I'm down.
My answer was always I would prefer to keep my hearing.
Yeah.
So like if I, God forbid, if I had to choose one, vision goes. But I don't remember what the fuck I was watching recently. It was talking about, I'm going to botch the numbers, but we have, let's say, 30 million sensory receptors throughout our whole body or whatever. Mm-hmm. Dude, it said like 20 million of those or some shit were dedicated to vision.
To vision. Wow.
Right.
Like 2/3.
A vast majority of them
Yeah.
are dedicated to vision.
Wow.
I was like, God damn.
Wow.
Yeah. That might change my answer a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like honest, I don't know. Like
They would both suck. Let's be real.
they would both suck, of course. But like if it was a thing where I had to pick, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
It would be tough as shit.
It would be tough. It
And
would be a
again,
tough
knock
choice.
on wood a million times. Praying health and wellness for
Health and wellness to
for
everybody. I hope you never lose anything.
Yeah, right,
No,
exactly.
nothing.
But yeah, man, that was the ones and twos. Appreciate you. No, yeah, you know, just get us loose a little bit, you know, sip some tea, get a little vibes.
This is great tea, by the way.
Yeah, this is that, what was it, the ginger turmeric?
Ginger turmeric. Yeah, this is awesome.
Vibes.
I knew when I smelled it was going to be great.
Right.
It was right.
Before we get into the new project,
Yeah.
just kind of what we talked about out there, a little recap. So little did we know until kind of refresh my memory, we met 10 some years ago,
Yeah.
actually played shows together.
Probably. Yeah, dude.
So you were in a band. Are you still in the band or
Yeah, we're still together.
Okay.
I mean, together. You know, we still. It's nothing
just
bad.
not super active?
Yeah, just not super active
Fair
right
enough.
now, and it's on me. You
I
know.
mean, well, so, and I was going to kind of ask you because I grew up playing in bands,
Yeah.
playing drums.
Yeah.
And low key, that's one of the reasons I started leaning so much into hip hop, because it was music I could make by myself.
Yeah.
You don't have to call up the bandmates. Everyone can't meet up this weekend. It's a lot of, and the older you get, the harder that gets.
Harder it gets.
I already know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Dear Tatiana, right?
Yeah, Dear Tatiana. That's the band. Yeah.
So we played shows together with Afton, fucking 2013 probably.
Probably Smashington. Did you do any of the Smashingtons?
I don't think so, no.
Fredo and Mango? Oh, yeah. That was the other one that was out there. But Afton done a ton of those.
And this is when Back Booth was Back Booth.
Back Booth.
Vane was Vane.
Vane was Vane. Yeah, man.
Like
you know what I mean?
Back in the day. But fast forward to now, still active with the band, but also, because were you this active with the hip hop shit back then?
Yeah, but more on the production side, because
Okay.
like that's what I was only doing when I was in the band. I was really only
Producing for like
producing
hip-hop
for
artists.
like guys like Payne.
Okay.
Most like Payne, LB was out there for
Okay.
and so I was just producing for a lot of the guys in the city. But wanted to do the band thing to
Nice.
start. It was just something from high school that I was just carrying on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and like we talked about, and like I guess with the sound of the band, as I was listening to the project, I could tell like we probably grew up on a lot of the same
More
emo
than
rock
likely.
type music back in high school. Which actually, damn, I meant to throw that in the ones and twos.
Yeah.
Brand New or Taking Back Sunday.
Taking Back Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a 70 times 7. No, that's brand new.
That is brand new.
Yeah, that's brand new. No, I'm a There's No I in Team guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Timberwolves in New Jersey.
Yes, but I love 70 times 7. I'm not gonna act like
both,
brand new isn't fire.
Both great.
Yeah.
But that's what we were saying. So we have Don't Feel Obligated to play this song at my funeral.
Yeah.
As I'm setting up for the pod, I'm listening to the project. This song stood out a little more, and I look over and I'm reading the title. I'm like, I know where he's going with this shit.
Yeah, man. And like I don't want to like out myself or anything, but if you like listen to the bridge in the middle of the song, it's a lyric from one of the main's newer albums.
Okay.
So like I just pulled it right from. Don't sue me, John. But like yeah, I mean I that's really what I grew up like. I always loved hip hop. Hip hop is the
Right.
first love, but my friend had given me actually some Taking Back Sunday CDs when I was in like 8th or 9th grade,
Right.
and
You're just like, what is this?
dude, it changed a lot. Well, I mean, honestly, when I got into it was What's My Age Again. That's like the
course,
first
Blink
song I can
182.
remember,
Yeah,
like
let's be
going,
real.
oh shit, what is this? But then like probably the summer before 9th grade, my friend Brittany, she gives me these Taking Back Sunday CDs because I heard it on Fuse. I heard This Photograph is Proof.
Fuse.
I heard This
Wow.
Photograph is Proof and Midtown's Give It Up on Fuse.
Yo. Can we just pause for a second? This man just mentioned Midtown.
Yeah, yeah.
Dog, can I tell you, probably the only other person in the world who ever knows about Midtown is my actual blood brother.
Really?
Because we grew up listening to that shit, but everyone's
Yeah.
like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So thank
dude,
you for being
I
a real
heard-
one.
I heard This Photograph is Proof and I heard Give It Up by Midtown.
Fuck
and I think Space by Something Corporate. Those were the three
Okay.
that I like physically remember from like watching Fuse that summer. And I came back and I was like, does anybody have the Taking Back Sunday CDs?
Right.
Like I need to listen to everything they've ever done.
Right.
And then my friend Brittany gave them to me. I ripped them to the computer. I put them on an MP3 player, and I've been growing in that ever since.
Hell yeah.
So that was it was like 2005.
Well, and yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
High school.
Yeah,
For someone like me who grew up on that music, I still, every now and then, I'll definitely throw in a TBS CD or
Yeah.
like Brand New's on my workout playlist. 70 times 7 actually is on my workout playlist. So I definitely still catch glimpses of that, but like I definitely listen to more hip hop these days.
Yeah.
But so I love when it's meshed so well, because this is a hip hop album, I would
sure.
say.
For sure.
But the way that you do the melodies, a lot of the songs and stuff, you can tell it kind of has that. And even just hip hop in general, you can tell has a heavy influence from that like emo rock
I agree.
era.
I agree
You know what
with
I mean?
that. Yeah, totally. Especially right now.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like sadly, 2015 through 2020, it was a lot of that, but like very heavily drug induced.
Yeah.
like now it's probably still is, unfortunately, but it seems to be more of a cautious, just tapped in with my emotions, you know.
Yeah.
And singing, who says you can't sing on a beat? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Like-
it's not like a T-Pain type shit, but he's in a whole nother ballpark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like MGK's like pop punk record is actually really good. Like Tickets to My Downfall.
I've seen clips.
Yeah, I actually like a lot more songs from it than I thought I would, you know?
Okay.
Like so yeah, like Tickets to My Downfall was actually
That's
like,
the name of the album?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty solid pop punk album made by a rapper, you
Right.
know? Like it's
Well, and I know he had Travis Barker drumming for him, so if you got the Travis cosign, chances are like
It's solid.
Yeah, you're
You know?
doing all right.
so yeah, I mean that like that I love that mix, but like that's what Dear Tatiana was. Like Dear Tatiana, we had like I was like rapping on the songs, but like if you've
You had
seen
the
it
melodies
live,
and yeah.
you know what I mean? Like if you've seen it live, we do hardcore breakdowns.
Right.
You know
it
what I
definitely
mean?
had that type of energy too,
Yeah.
which is why I always fucked with your guys' sets. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Appreciate
this isn't
it.
just someone sitting there rapping like
Yeah.
usual.
Right. But yeah, that's what I was trying to do with that. I was trying to mix it that way. Now I'm just trying to mix it, you know, a different way.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, hey man, any way that works, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So you produce this?
Yep. Every song except for obviously the Drake
The one
one.
where you,
yeah,
right.
but
the one where you say this is a fucking
this
Drake
is
beat.
a Drake beat, and I am taking it. But yeah, every other one I made all the beats for.
Very nice.
Yeah,
So you play instruments?
yeah, I play 4.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That was because that was one thing that I missed about the transition from the live band to hip hop was losing that element of live instrumentation.
yeah, dude.
And just the chemistry between bandmates when
Yeah.
you're up there. You're not just wiling out by yourself, you're wiling out with 3-4 other people, and you're all in tune with each other because you're literally like in concert playing a song.
Yeah.
So I mean, do you think that's helped you, hurt you? It's kind of like having to do both, or do you prefer one or the other?
I mean, I prefer the band thing because I'm like a touring guy. Like that's
Okay.
all I wanted. Like I want to tour.
Yeah.
You know, I love going city to city and like playing the show. So like I love the band thing. For a long time I said I wasn't gonna do shows unless it was the band thing. So like that's why I really like it. But like now, but like I honestly sometimes feel like it was a crutch because I didn't want to be on stage alone. So like now I'm
Having
getting
the band was a crutch?
yeah, because like maybe it was because like you know I always had my band to like fall back on like with the energy and stuff if I'm not feeling it on a day or
No,
something.
and that's 100% true, bro. That was definitely one thing that I struggled with in the beginning. Like I was drinking a lot because I was super nervous. Like, mind you, I was in bands and I was the drummer.
Yeah.
I would get to relax and sit in the back. You guys up front doing everything. I'm just chilling. Like, yep, I'm drumming back here.
Yeah.
And then you switch to hip hop. Now I'm in the front. There's no one up there with me, and I got a microphone.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, this is a whole different energy.
And like trust me, with the band, like if you've seen the Dear Tatiana show, like I'm jumping off shit, like
Yeah.
I'm doing jump splits,
Right,
I'm
right.
like I'm
Warped
swinging
Tour.
the mic
Warped
like
Tour
Adam,
energy.
you know what I mean? Like I'm doing all that Taking Back Sunday, you
Yeah.
know, with them, and like, and it's fun, but like I don't know if it hits the same as just me up there, you know, like if somebody's
Right.
not hitting the drums and like doing a
'cause-
breakdown, you know?
No, yeah, I think you're right. I think overall the energy level naturally is going to be lower
Yeah,
when you don't have people up there adding to the energy.
right.
And not for nothing, you and I probably both know a crowd and the vibe and the energy at like an emo pop punk show and a hip hop show are two different things.
They're two different things. They're two very different
You know what I
things.
mean?
Like, like back in the times like you were saying, I remember I watched like Wale came and played Firestone or 579
When it used
or
to, yeah, when it
the
was
Vanguard or
Firestone.
whatever you want
Right,
to call it. Like, and he was a rapper I saw bring a full band to like a venue like that,
What
and it
year
was
was that? Do you
amazing.
remember?
Maybe like 12,
Okay, I was going to say,
or 13.
for him to have a live band, like he had to have been doing his thing for a little bit.
For a little bit. It was definitely on like after the album with Ambition on it. So yeah, it was like after around that album
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
probably because I think that's the one he was touring at the time. But like he came with a full band, and you know, obviously I was going to like like I don't know how to explain this. Small shows, like small band shows at the time. And so I've seen the energy of the band in there and everybody going crazy.
Right.
And like they weren't given that, you know.
But it's much more relaxed.
It's more relaxed. It was like a different vibe, you know.
And that's that is also true. I mean, it depends on the venue. It depends on what music they're playing, especially because, you know, no offense to Wale, but I feel like his hip hop is a little more relaxed overall. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And so was the drums and the music. It was me, I loved it.
Some have like R&B vibes.
Yeah.
It's like grown vibes.
Yeah.
You know?
I loved it because I love the live music, drums and everything, but I could tell like the crowd maybe just like they didn't know that
came
was
for a rap
there.
show for Wale.
They came for a rap show for Wale.
Exactly.
And he brought out a band and they didn't know what was going on.
Whoa, motherfucker.
Right.
No, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like I've seen a handful of artists, of hip-hop artists specifically, perform at live bands. And to your point, like, sometimes it hits really well, and other times it's kind of like, maybe you should have, like, rapped over your 808s, bro.
Right. You know, but, like, this time around, like, with this, you know, with the My Friend Thayne thing, definitely going to play shows with it, because I love it.
With the band?
Not with the band this time, though. So, like, you know, it's really me just trying to like get out of all my elements, you know. Everything was wrong till it wasn't, you know. You get it.
That is the name of the motherfucking project, if I didn't mention that before. Do you have a favorite song off here? It's, well, first, before we get to that.
Okay.
It's what? 6 tracks.
Yeah.
But I noticed, I've never heard of this thing before. On Highnote.
Highnote. Yeah.
And then like, because it says track number 1, 7 versions. I'm looking at this shit like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But you click on it and it makes sense.
Yeah.
So break down how this all works. How'd you find this?
So, like most people making music, I'm sure you got a Google Drive, you know, or a Dropbox, you know, one of the two. And what I found, like, I make projects, so like EPs, albums, or like beat instrumental projects. So like, I want to listen. I don't want to just hear the song. Like, I want to hear how they roll into each other, and I can't do that on Google Drive. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like, I've just never even seen. I know when you submit music to like DJs and radio and stuff, you'll have to give these 7 versions. So,
but those versions aren't versions like that. They can be, but like those are all the those are like different mixing versions. Like those are all the
more
different
just cookies for your fans type shit.
I mean, honestly, I didn't know you guys could see that when I sent you the link. So I probably should make a new one that has just the finals. But
no, yeah, I mean, yeah.
But like you can listen to like the progression of each track in there, like how from my demo all the way to like Caleb, who's my engineer, like mixing it and like how he got it to sound from that point to this point. Like that's what all those versions are. But
so you thought that was more of like the author's view, so you could keep track of your stuff. Yeah,
I didn't know that when I shared it, but like so Highnote.
That's dope though.
Highnote, they're new. Like it's like a newer program.
Right.
It's just like audio collaboration software.
Right.
You know, and I was looking for something where I could like, you know, save versions. I could put my lyrics in. People could comment. Like, and I could listen to like my project and not just song by song, you know?
Well, yeah, because I saw you had like the instrumental on there.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could do a clean version if you wanted to, or like a remix or whatever.
Exactly. I could use versions for that instead. Totally.
But it's also dope that if, you know, like these 7 versions are all listed under the one track.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to list 7 tracks. Version A, version B, version C.
Final 1, final 4.
Yeah, exactly. So this is fire. I've never seen this shit before.
Yeah, it's called Highnote, man. Like, and I like, you know, it's a tech program, so like they're working out their shit, but like it's for what you're trying to get it to do. It's awesome. I love it. And there's a ton of others out there, but Highnote's the one that I'm really rocking with right now.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So is it exclusively available through Highnote?
No.
Or I know this is a preview because it's not out yet.
Yeah, this is a preview. It's not out yet. I mean,
when everything was wrong till it wasn't, what is the official drop date?
11/8. So
11/8.
November 8th.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You heard it.
yeah, November 8th. That's the official release date. We're gonna we're gonna do some special stuff around there.
Right.
But that's the day you're gonna get the whole project. I'm not waterfalling shit. Like I'm not doing any of that. Like that's just not.
And
It's not how I want you to experience it.
It'll be available everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Spotify, Apple Music,
Word.
iTunes. If you want to buy it, that'd be awesome.
Right.
But yeah.
Do you use sidebar?
Yeah.
Highnote or any other services like even Bandcamp, the more direct pay to play services. A, is this like that? B, do you use any of those?
No, this is not like that.
Okay.
B, not for this project, but there in the future I definitely want to.
Like Patreon or whatever.
Yeah, I'm super interested in that because like I really think that like that's for us like independence. Like I think that's
for the
next
actual
wave.
creator, it's the best method.
I agree with that. Like I'm definitely gonna get there.
Right.
Not for this one. Did this one a little more traditional.
Right.
Because I wanted it to have that like 07 feel.
Right. No, I mean, I'm rocking with it. I'm excited for it to be available so I can have it in my phone.
Yeah.
But as I asked you earlier, do you have a favorite question? Or a favorite track?
Like a favorite track on everything.
I love how people always have like. You just call it everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You like nicknames for your shit. I feel like every artist does that. TBD.
TBD.
No one else knows what the fuck you're talking about, but
it's really called EWW.
EWW.
When I write it out. Yeah, when I write it out, like when I'm like making my notes, that's what I call it.
Okay.
But yeah, like my favorite record, man, like all of them are so special because they're all like I wrote them. When I wrote them, I didn't write any of them, if that makes sense.
Happened.
They all just happened.
Right.
Like no, like I literally didn't write any
Right.
of them. They're all freestyles, every single
Nice.
one of them. Like to the hooks, everything.
Nice.
I just kind of like rapped the first thing that worked. And like when I say freestyles, I don't mean like I sat there
build
and
as you.
I built like I just didn't write down what I was
understand
writing.
what you mean, but maybe they
Yeah,
don't.
so I never wrote down what I was writing. It might have taken 3 days, but basically the things that I forgot just weren't good enough to go in the song.
Right.
If I remembered it, it's good enough
It
to go
obviously
in the
didn't
song.
hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So all the stuff that you're hearing that's all the stuff to me that just hit, you
Right.
know? So a favorite, man, it's between 1 and 6, but I like the Drake track, my version of
The Old Habits
8
Die
AM.
Hard was probably my close second.
Yeah, dude,
I like that
'cause
one a lot,
I
too.
like that one a lot. That one's super special to me because like that girl didn't talk to me for 7 years, and like we finally got to piece it up, and I made that song before we got to piece it up, and
So then
like
you manifested.
and it felt really good because I don't know, I did that one bad.
That relationship.
Yeah, man, I
Okay.
did that relationship bad. Like I did stuff she didn't deserve, and so I don't know. I've been living with it, and like I said, she's probably like forgotten about it.
Right,
She's like
right.
moved out of town and everything, and like is like living her best life. But like I was living with some of it, so I'm glad it's just all out there now, and
Yeah.
especially now that we've pieced it up, that's super cool to me.
Well, and yeah, isn't it funny how you get older? Like when you were fucking up, you probably didn't even realize at the time. You're just
Exactly.
being young and dumb going through it. And
Yeah.
then, what happens. Time goes by and you reflect on it. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, and like
I was an idiot.
that's probably one of my favorite lines in that song where I'm just like, everything gets clearer when you're far enough.
Right.
Because like that's exactly what you're saying is
Right.
exactly what it was. Like
Hindsight 2020, bro.
hindsight is 2020, man. Like crazy. But yeah, it's probably between, one, like the first record and the last record. Cause like the first record is, before we get started, this is where I am right now. You're about to hear all these stories from like 24 to 29, like that span of my life. You're about
Right.
to hear all these stories, and like some of them sound crazy. Like Cheaters sounds fucking crazy,
Right.
but like that's not where we are right now. This is where we're at right now.
Well, and isn't that the funny thing about being the creator too. You know, you put this out now, and like, you know, you said your wife. I'm sure you guys have had conversations, but hypothetically, she doesn't know. She hears one of these, she's like, "You piece of shit, Thayne.
Exactly.
What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like, listen, I wrote this 12 years ago.
Like, she was very involved, especially with the writing of that song, because like that song's not even really like a story. Like, I want to write TV shows and movies. Like, that's another thing. Like, I'm laser focused on. Like, I really want to do that.
The sync stuff,
huh?
The sync license?
No, not like music, but like
I want to write like scripts.
Like I want to make a TV. Like that's it's one of my dreams. So like I want to write for TV. Like I want to produce for TV. Like that's another one of my things that I'm like really interested in.
We can talk off camera. We got some little short films and shit going on.
Let's do it. Like I want to be involved in all that kind of like acting, directing. I love directing, but I love like writing too. So. Like what Cheaters actually is like, of course I've been cheated on in past relationships, you know, but like, I think especially in like entertainment, we hear a lot about like cheating and the girl falling in love, but we never see like the guy's version of that. Like when you're messing with the girl that like is in a relationship and you're falling, you really start liking her and she's not falling for you. She's
like, you're my side piece, bro.
I wanted to write that story. I've been through it in like pieces, like not exactly like what you hear, but like I just wanted to write that story because I don't think that story is out there enough, you know, because that happens, you know. Sometimes you fall for the side chick and you didn't mean to.
Yeah, that is a valid point. That sounds like a Drake POV. But no, but you're 100% right. You know, people forget that men are humans as well and have emotions, and shit happens, you know,
right? You could fall too just as easy as, you know, I know movies like Obsession, they show like I'm gonna kill her if I can't have you, but like sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes he'll crash out about you too, you know. Crash out.
No, yeah, I feel you, man, and I appreciate you taking that perspective and putting it on wax.
Thanks.
Nah, but so how many years in the making do you think this project? 5+? Yeah,
for sure.
Easy.
Like some of these songs are as old as like that Old Habits I Heard record probably goes back to like 17. Like it was probably one of the, or maybe like 19. Like that's probably one of the last Dear Tatiana songs that I wrote.
Oh, okay.
But it just still fits so well.
You kind of repurposed it.
Yeah. And like they want to do it. Like they still want to do a live band version and like take it out and like do it over again. So, you know, that probably will happen too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Is this your first official solo project?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
like
nice.
the Dear Tatiana projects, first official. Yeah. And I'm super like the Dear Tatiana projects. It's the same thing. Like, I produced and I wrote them, but they had a mission, you know.
And it was under the Dear Tatiana brand, name, all that.
We were gonna get on stage. We were gonna, you know, be hardcore rap band thing, you know, pop punk hip hop. You know, that's what we were gonna do. But yeah, this just has less expectations on it from me. Like it's full expression finally.
Word.
Yeah.
No, that's dope.
Yeah,
you ever heard of Whole Wheat Bread by chance?
Of course.
From Jacksonville?
Yeah, from Jacksonville. Old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, I didn't know they shot that in Barbecue Bar.
Barbecue Bar,
I didn't know that until I'd already been living in Orlando for like 5+ years.
Isn't that crazy? Like my friends that eventually watch this are gonna go, "Wow, we're talking about Whole Wheat Bread."
Hell yeah, bro!
Yeah.
Fuck. I had a T-shirt, and I went to one of their shows when I was like 14 years old up in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I've never been to a Whole Wheat Bread show.
Dude, I remember I went. I was by far the youngest fucking person there.
That's crazy.
And I went up to the merch table. You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Yo, man, let me get a T-shirt." And they literally looked at me. They're like, Fuck yeah. Like, hell yeah. Appreciate you being here, little man.
Shout out to Whole Wheat Bread. But like, dude, I loved them because obviously they didn't look like what you thought they were when you heard
band. Exactly.
You know? And like, that's exactly what we were going for. Like, those were some influences.
No, yeah, breaking down barriers, bro.
For sure.
And I feel like you made me think of it because they were the first band. Like, you could argue Sum 41 had the way that they would deliver the verses were hip hoppy sometimes.
sure.
But Whole Wheat Bread was the first true pop punk band that I saw do like a real rap song.
Yeah.
And at the time, being 14, 15, I was like, this is the coolest shit I've ever fucking seen in my life. And like I said, I went to high school in Jacksonville or out near there, so they were like right up the way.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro. I still rock them today.
Yeah, same.
Also on my workout playlist.
Same, dude. Yeah, Old Man Samson is definitely still in rotation for me from Whole Wheat Bread.
Word.
Yeah, for sure.
You heard they did the remake of like Don't Give a Fuck.
Nah.
What's the little scrappy joint? No Problem.
Yeah. They redid No Problem.
Bro, they did. I mean, I could.
Yeah.
The audio probably won't sound good on this shit, but I'll play it right now.
What? Whole Wheat Bread did Little Scrappy's No Problem?
Bro, this is on my workout playlist.
You know, you would appreciate this. I've been thinking about this for like 4 or 5 days now, and you're probably one of the only people that will appreciate this. Do you think that Taking Back Sunday and Griselda know about each other, given they're the two biggest artists from Buffalo?
I thought Taking Back Sunday was from Long Island.
Maybe they are from Long Island.
I don't know
why I'm thinking Buffalo, but damn, they might. Yeah, you might be right. They might be from Long Island.
I don't know if Benny the Butcher knows who Taking Back Sunday is, but I wouldn't be surprised if Taking Back Sunday has heard of Griselda by now, because they're on like NBA shit. You know, they're all over the place.
Well, if they're not both from Buffalo, that joke is terrible. But if they are, then that's great.
I could be wrong. If I remember correctly, if my teenage emo memory serves me correctly, Taking Back Sunday and Brand New are both from Long Island.
Yeah.
A small town in Long Island. I couldn't tell you which one. And if I remember correctly, the story was, I believe, that There's No I in Team is about Jesse Lacey.
Yep.
And then 70 times 7 is about Adam.
Yep.
Because one of them cheated on
with the girlfriend,
whatever.
Yeah,
that was a story I always heard.
Yep.
I don't know if that's fucking true. You know,
that's
I was 13 at the time or whatever.
That's what I always heard too.
Right.
Dude.
So
yeah,
who knows? But yeah, bro, check this shit out. Oh no, they got No Problem, I Don't Give a Fuck, and Never Scared. You never heard this Punk Life EP that they had?
No.
06, bro.
No,
bro.
They did Bone Crusher. Never. Oh, that's crazy.
But like Whole Wheat Breadified it, you know what I mean? You better leave, dog.
That's sick.
You know what I mean? Yeah, make sure you check out Whole Wheat Bread.
Whole Wheat Bread.
You know what I mean?
Whole Wheat Bread. Yeah, man. Hey.
Duval County's finest, bro. Also, I want to shout you out. You are literally, this is episode 105. Thayne is the first guest who's hit me up via email asking to be on the show.
There we go. There we go. I don't know. I didn't know what the process was.
No,
you know,
I try to push for that, but no one does it, so I kind of stopped checking.
Oh, word.
Because that's why I didn't see your email for a couple days.
That's why I hit you up. I was like, I figured like most people just do. Oh, hey, I figured most people just do like the Instagram thing.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe there's both. So that was my plan.
Well, and I always ask folks at the end of the show, like I'm going to do here in a second, to hit the email for like contributions for the show, questions, whatever.
Yeah.
And people will still text me, hey, you should talk about, you know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah.
So literally I just stopped checking the fucking email. But shout out to fucking Thayne. Hit the motherfucking email, therealkpodcast@gmail.com for guest spots, questions, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But let's remind them, November 8th, you said.
November 8th, yep.
The new debut solo EP from my friend Thayne. Everything was wrong until it wasn't. Tell them where they can find you, what to expect from the album outside of what we've talked about thus far. Mm-hmm. You know?
So you can find me on Instagram. I'm not doing the TikTok thing either. I don't think so. We're in
our 30s, bro.
Yeah, like maybe I'll do some of it, but you just find me on Instagram, send me a DM, my friend Thayne on Instagram. But the record's gonna be everywhere. I just want you to enjoy it, you know? Think about think about like, the stuff that you are sorry for, but you're not saying it yet, and you're sorry for it, but you're not ready to talk about it yet.
Well,
this is what this record, this is for y'all.
It seemed very relatable content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of these movies they're talking about 95% of the music industry is based on love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether that's like the good side of love or the bad side of love, heartbreak, falling in love, it's all revolving around the same thing, more or less. And that was kind of why I asked you that question earlier. Listening to this, it has a lot of loving themes, and it reminded me a lot of the motifs, like we were saying, from the emo music I used to listen to back in the day.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to have it in my phone available to listen to while I drive around and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Like, like driving around music, it sounds really good there. But I think it really sounds good, like just like sitting, having a drink.
Yeah,
doing whatever you do, smoking a joint, whatever. Whatever it is that you do, like it sounds really good. Like when you're just kind of like sitting down and thinking.
Word.
That's where I've been really like enjoying it myself. Yeah, I
was definitely. Like I said, I had it on while I was setting everything up, and it set the mood nicely.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. A mood. It's a mood that's get you to start talking about some stuff,
Yeah, thought-provoking.
For sure.
It's provocative.
Provocative. Gets the people going,
But no, yeah, man, I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the project. Make sure you motherfuckers check them out and hit it up on iTunes. Purchase the project, like we said.
Please.
Yeah, man, because I feel like people don't realize that sometimes how much we need as independent artists, how much we really need your support, not just your ears, which we appreciate, but your actual support, man.
And I'm gonna do something special, like for people on release day. Like if you want to buy it, you'll see it in the link in bio. If you like it enough and you really want to like have it, I'm gonna make sure that you get something nice if you want to buy it. That'll just be available through like probably my link in bio or my website or something.
Right.
So. More on that as time comes. Yeah.
Very nice. So do you want to drop the website too?
It's just my link in bio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just going to be, so go to Instagram.
Yeah, fair enough.
Look at the link. It's going to be right there.
Right.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. That is episode 105 of the kPodcast. We got a little saying around here. Stay safe, stay smart, stay sexy, and stay motherfucking tuned.
I love it.
My friend Thayne, appreciate you coming through, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
We're going to see you next time. Peace.
Later.
That's a wrap. Sayonara.